Good morning, my friends. Thanks for watching today. Today, I'm going to do a store review for SwissDot. She's seems like a very nice person from out in California, and she sent me an email last week asking me if I could review her store for her. She'd like to know what she would need to do to increase her sales. And well, this is kind of a humbling thing for me. I've never done a store review for anyone before, and she even offered to pay me for my time, which I don't really think that I have the kind of track record that would indicate an ability to charge somebody for being nice to them. So, don't get me wrong. I mean, at the same time, I think the workman is worth his pay, and I think that that people should be able to earn a living from the things they do, even if it means helping people. I mean, doctors help people, and preachers help people, and policemen help people, and they all get paid for their work. So there's nothing wrong with getting paid for helping people, but at the same time, if you're one of these guys that says, I'll never take a dime for helping people with eBay or whatever, or stocks or whatever it is, and you talk about how everything's always going to be free, and then you turn around and start charging later on, you should have maybe just said from the beginning that you didn't have a problem with charging people for your services. It looks a little better that way, and I don't have a problem with charging people for my services if I think my services are worthy of the charge. But first off, most importantly, is that it made me feel really good that she would even ask. That just made me feel good. So again, I have always kind of considered myself a bit of a bottom feeder when it comes to eBay. I don't sell high-end antiques. I don't sell really expensive clothing, unless I happen to find it, which isn't typical. She seems like she sells quite a lot of clothing, and I don't know that much about clothing. So with all of you watching this video, my hope is that you may be able to offer some comments in down below where, and maybe you could offer some things that could help her boost her sales. So anyway, with that, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and get started and see what we have here. So, see, she's got Christmas CDs up. It is Christmas season, so... But look at her pictures. I mean, pictures look pretty good to me. I mean, actually, her pictures look well, they look better than mine. So, as far as her prices for, like these boots and these shoes right here, the first couple things up here, and Woodstock collection, I don't know. I don't know anything about those prices, whether those are good prices or not. But I know her pictures are good, so I'm assuming she's done her research and she knows what stuff is valued at. So, I mean, if she wanted to make more sales, sure, you could drop that down. You could drop those prices down to someplace, but she may already be lower than the going price. So she has best offer on there. So I don't think that's really I don't know if that's the issue or not. I mean, if somebody wants to offer her $20 and she wants to take it, then she could make a sale, but I don't know that we want to do that sort of thing. So anyway, yeah, I mean, her pictures look good. What do you think? I mean, I think her pictures look really good. So, and then her categories over here, store categories, they look pretty good to me. I mean, I looked down through them. She's got them broken down fairly well, and probably better than mine are. And then let's just take a look at books, or books. There's 21 books. Let's just see, Halloween costumes, men's clothing, miniatures. She does have a variety of stuff. I was thinking she was selling mostly clothes, but there is quite a variety of items here. So Collectables, 71. Yeah, so I don't know that necessarily my thing about clothing is that big a deal for her. yeah, if you look at her categories in books, she's got them all broken down into the category she's interested in. So, and her pictures look, look okay. Here's Amelia Bedelia. I loved Amelia Bedelia. So, yeah. So yeah, those things look okay. It may be their book prices aren't bad. I mean, they're fine. I don't know what the comps are on these things. So yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's go here. And you can see that her stars are, the first one's 4.9 for item as described. That's fantastic. And then 5, 5, and 5. So her stars are all really good. It's all positive feedback. Again, the pictures look fine to me. I mean, Oh, these are collections. Okay, so she still has collections up. Well, that's neat. I think I might still have some collections up too. I don't think these collections do anything anymore. I think that's sort of a going away kind of thing. So I guess collections were something like Pinterest or something like that. In a sense, but I used to try to keep those updated. Every time I'd watch Gladys, you guys probably all know Gladys, so every time I'd watch Gladys, she would, lots of times she would talk about collections when she was trying to help people. And I think I did see she was a little upset somewhere that they were getting rid of collections or something. So that's probably going to be going away. Let's see, items for sale. Here we go. This is. There's her categories. It looks good. Picture looks good. Folding fan, little bisque figurine. The only thing I can figure is, I guess maybe it's just that she's got 343 items up. Now, I mean, with clothing, I don't think that's anywhere near enough to really make a lot of sales. So, but she has a variety of things as well. So I don't know that is her problem. Let's just see if we can find it. Let's find down here sold listings. Let's see how many sales she's had. So the 17th. Okay, she only had one sale yesterday. Today's the 18th, right? Yeah. So she had one sale yesterday, a $5 bag. And then 1, 2, nice $26 CD. Good job. Alright, and then 2 sales on Saturday. And the 15th was one sale. One sale on the 14th. Couple sales on, yeah, it looks like 2 a day. It looks like pretty much about 2 a day. She's top rated plus. She's got the top rated plus badge, so she's good there. She's been doing a good job handling her shipping and taking care of her customers. So the only thing I can figure is, for me, it's a matter of putting more stuff up. That would be my thing. I would think pretty much that it's just a matter of having a lot more stuff up in order to. I mean, when I first got back into eBay there, I always kind of stayed in a little bit. Not after I closed my first store, I always kind of kept doing you know, the free listings as much as I could every month. But when I really decided that I had to get serious about it and get back into it again, and really that was honestly after I started listening to Scavenger Life, their podcast. It was still eBay Scavengers back then, and that was like when they first started, and I was listening to them, and Drifting for Profit was one that I listened to, a couple of podcasts I listened to while I was at work at my job, and mostly really I would say that Jay and Ryan's enthusiasm for eBay and their transformation as they went along, you could listen to the things they talked about, what they did, and how their thing worked. I was so impressed by that I really thought, you know, I was a fool for ever letting my store go away. I should have just changed my business model and kept going. And so basically, I told myself that I would keep listing until I had enough money, enough items up that it made sense to get a basic store. And then I just kept building on that basic store when I got that, and it took me probably a year and a half to get my items up to the place where I was actually replacing my income from my job. So once I got to that place where my income was replaced, I felt free to I kept doing my job because it was so easy, and you know, I could actually list while I was there, but I kind of hated it. It was easy but stressful, and even more sedentary than being an eBay seller. So but it took me, I would say I was probably 800, 900 listings, maybe 1,000 before I actually quit my job, before I actually felt that actually I got laid off from my job, and when they called back, I wasn't interested. So anyway, yeah, so with her store here, I'm thinking that, I think she's doing all the right things, don't you? I think she's got everything. I think she's got all of her T's crossed and her I's dotted. I think she's doing a good job. So my only suggestion is to buckle down and keep listing it, and get a lot more stuff up if you want to increase your sales. If you look at guys like Rockstar, he's in Nicole State and others, they're running, as far as clothing sellers, they have a lot in inventory. They have a lot in inventory available at any one time, and so, but again, she's selling a lot more items. Some of the other guys out there, like Dusty, he doesn't really have that many items listed at one time. He has a different game plan when the way he does his is interesting as well. The way he does his, he doesn't have as many. Or Chad doesn't have that many listings, and they do well. But then, Chad's into stuff that really sells a lot higher, or even the guy in Chicago, I can't think of his name right now, Craigslist Hunter. He's selling a lot of items that are a lot higher end, a lot higher price point than what me or SwissDot here are selling. You can see her price points aren't. Her average sale is probably going to come out, I would say, probably $10 to $20 would be probably her average, somewhere in there. So I really like her pictures. I think she's doing a good job. But yeah, I could say, well, she's looking for more sales. She's not looking for higher sales. So I don't want to really go there. She wants more sales. So I hate to be the one to say that. If you're looking for more sales, you're gonna have to do more volume, which means you're gonna have to list, probably you're gonna have to come in below your competition. You're gonna have to come in at a lower price in order to get more sales. That's not been my. That's never been my my game plan to come in to do it that way, because I've never wanted to actually push for more sales. I used Scavenger's Life's model. I wanted to try to price higher on the stuff that I had and wait for my buyer, even though their prices are way beyond mine. I don't have the kind of confidence in my product that what Ryan does when she lists things. I just don't have that confidence that people will want it, and I do need to pay my bills. So I'm not at the place where I'm willing to ask as much as I should on some items. I do. I mean, some items I'm a little crazy on, and a lot of times I get it. A lot of times I don't. But with these kind of items now, that of course, the gold-filled pocket watch case, yeah, that's good stuff. These kind of items are pretty much, yeah, they're how do I want to put it? I think they're kind of like run-of-the-mill, but still, I mean, Karen Scott sweater, cardigan, extra large, red. I mean, it's a nice sweater, but I don't think it's not expensive. It's not a high-end sweater, and yet she sold it for $25. Most of us, I think, as those who sell clothing, would think that that's a fairly good sale. So, I mean, I'd be happy with that, a $25 sale like that. I'd be ecstatic with that. So, then again, she lives in California, and it's pricey out there. So to live out there, so I'm sure she's probably working on another job. She's not doing this unless she's got some other household income or something going on. She's not doing this for a living. A Lucky brand sweater. She likes sweaters. At least I like sweaters too. I just bought a nice one at the Goodwill for $2.25. Wintertime pullover sweater. I think it's a nice one anyway. Yeah, that's my suggestion as far as what I can see with her store. I think she's doing a really good job. No, there's nothing wrong with 1 or 2 sales a day. There's sales, so what it proves is there are people coming to your store. You are getting traffic into your store, so it's not like eBay is broken. It's just, I think it's just a matter of just not having enough stuff. Maybe some of your price points are high. I doubt it. I don't really think so. Maybe, I mean, you've done the research. You know where stuff is at. You know what your game plan is. So if you guys have any other suggestions for her, please put them in the comments. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. I know I would. So as far as store reviews, I saw, was it that guy 10K on the Bay was doing store reviews. I started watching it, and I wasn't bored with him, but I was bored with the style, so I didn't keep watching them to see what's expected. So if there's something else that I should be telling her or explaining to her as far as reviewing her store, I'd really appreciate y'all letting me know what to do. I think she's doing a good job. I think she's getting decent sales. I mean, she's, kind of the same place I am with a lot of things. So it's just a matter of, I've got 1,500 items and she's got 150. Well, no, I mean, she's got 300. So if the numbers play out that way, if she had 1,500 instead of 300, then she could, I would assume, expect to have 5 times the sales in a day. Not necessarily. I mean, that'd be 10 sales. That'd be 10 a day if she was getting 2 a day. So, but it could happen. I mean, 10 sales a day is not unheard of for our level. Again, guys like Rockstar, who's priced very competitively in his field, he's making a lot more sales than 10 a day. So, yeah, and so I mean, that's just the only thing I can figure is to put more stuff up. If you want to increase your price point, then you're going to have to focus more on items that are going to sell for more, or you're just going to have to ask for more and wait for your buyer, which is honestly, I mean, as far as clothing goes with fashions change pretty quickly, so you may not be able to wait 2 years for, you know, for $30 on this skirt instead of you took less than $9.99 for it. You got shipping for it, so I'm sure your cost on that was pretty low, but then again, like I said, it's very competitive in your thing, so you'd have to have stuff that's a little harder to come by, a little more rare probably, to get better prices on it. So it could just be that. I mean, I would have never thought to ask $68, to even ask $68 for this sweater right here. I don't know what he took for it on that best offer, but yeah, I mean, I don't, Millbook, maybe it's because of that New Zealand thing, maybe it went pretty good for you, but the Cabbage Patch mouse outfit is cute. That's really cute. I see. I probably wouldn't even have listed these little stamps. I'm not into stamps, so maybe I would have. I don't know. If I saw some value in them, I'm sure I would have. So I actually like that red sweater. That's nice. Yeah. These 99-cent items, I get you probably wanted to clear them out. You know, I get that you were hoping maybe they bid them up a little bit. I get it. I've done it too, and you know, you've watched my videos, so you know I've cleared stuff out for $1. So, but I have a lot of stuff and things. So if you've got room for these things, maybe not clear them out, be so quick to get rid of them. But then again, you want more sales, so it's a sale. And that's the thing too. The more sales you have, the more interest there is in your store. Supposedly, that's supposed to drive more traffic to your stuff. It's supposed to eBay's supposed to make you a little bit more visible because there's interest in your things. So that could I don't know. That's you know, that's a Cassini thing, and I can honestly say I don't know how Cassini works, so not entirely sure I should be commenting on that particular aspect of it. But yeah, so all right. I don't really know of anything else I can say to offer. My only thing is personally, I think you're doing great. I think you're doing the amount of sales that you probably should be doing for the amount of items you have up. Again, you probably could get more if you had lower prices on some of your higher end items, but I don't do that. I don't put lower prices on just to make a sale. I want to get more money because I'm greedy, or whatever however you want to put it. I don't need to, so I don't need to get rid of them. Some of them, so I don't. If it's an item that I feel is worth more money, then I'll wait for my buyer, and typically, I get my buyer. I might have to wait 6 months or a year, but I'll get the buyer. So, all right. Well, I hope this was helpful for you, Danny. I don't know if there's anything that in here that you weren't already aware of, but feel free to email me again if you have any questions or anything else about this, Danny. You can always email me, and maybe we can bounce some ideas off each other or something, and get those sales up. But I'm thinking that most likely, I mean, you are out on the West Coast, so you know, maybe you could do some free shipping on some items and bump your prices up. I'm not a big proponent of free shipping, so but it could increase sales. So you could try that, and you have a very large pool of buyers out there in California, so that could be a help for you. It's not like you're it's not like you're in Montana or someplace where it would cost more to ship to other places. So anyway, that's really about the best I can do. I'm sorry if it's not very helpful. Hopefully some of the one or two of the 1,148 subscribers. That's amazing to me, guys. That's amazing that there's 1,148 subscribers to my channel. That's pretty cool. So hopefully there's a pair of eyes among that 1,100 that and that can give you some more comments on your store. That'll be really helpful. So with that, I gotta go. So everybody take care, keep listening, and New Year's coming, and let's get ready for 2018. All right, take care. Bye-bye.